If you want to hate America, watch the news. If you want to love America, drive across it. This quote is becoming symbolic of the greatest awakening of 2026. For decades, the world media has portrayed America as a post-apocalyptic wasteland with rampant crime and a society on the verge of collapse. However, when thousands of European tourists flocked here for the World Cup, they were met with a stark contrast. Instead of hostility, they encountered warm strangers who called them sweethearts. Instead of scarcity, they were stunned by the enormous Costco supermarkets and Buc-ee's rest stop, which is considered the eighth wonder of the world. They realized they had been brainwashed by misinformation, while America itself remained a beacon of optimism and an insane excess. It's time to put aside the television screen and face the truth. America isn't declining, it's simply operating at a level the rest of the world can't comprehend. America is morally collapsing. This is a familiar rhetoric that the media of the former continent has been chewing on repeatedly for a decade. They painted a picture of a society rife with hatred, where people were willing to rush in, and then thousands of European tourists arrived on flights with the mindset of But the first culture shock didn't come from the skyscrapers, but from a casual roadside eatery. In England or France, a stranger's smile is sometimes perceived as a threat or a pretense. But here, the waitresses warmly greet you with the word sweetheart as naturally as breathing. It caused Europeans, who were accustomed to coldness, to melt.
American hospitality is on another level to the UK. In the UK, when you want to get served by someone in a shop or a restaurant, it feels like that they don't really want to be there, they don't really want to help you. In the US, it's almost unrealistic how much these people want to help you, and this has happened everywhere I've been. In a gun shop yesterday, I was so intrigued by guns, I wanted to shoot them. Silly enough, I thought that you could just go to any gun shop and there's a shooting range. That's not the case, but they still let me hold the guns, talk to me about them, spend some time showing me around the shop, and they gave me a little patch to commemorate me just going to the shop. Then getting the cowboy hat, everyone was super friendly, the guy stayed with me for ages, fitting it, helping me pick one, etc. It's incredible, and then the restaurants are another level as well. I've loved my time in America. All the people are just so friendly. Again, I think I just need to move it.
This kindness is not cheap. Tourists have witnessed crazy moments when people are willing to leave tips of $50 to $100 just in return for warm service, an amount that in Europe you could use to pay off bank installments. Americans aren't just serving food. They're attacking you with kindness and melted cheese. Look at how Boston treated Scotland's Tartan army. Instead of barricades and riot police in front of a frenzied crowd, the mayor of Boston declared Glasgow a sister city. What was the result? Thousands of Scots drank the city's beer to their heart's content, but instead of rioting, they joined the local police in dancing in the streets. These invaders eventually felt guilty for carrying the false stereotype of an aggressive America for years. But the culmination of this reflection lies in moments of silence. Many tourists were truly moved by a flag-lowering ceremony. Everyone stopped, removed their hats, and remained completely silent. It shows an America that is not as chaotic as the news suggests. It is a community with deep respect and a strong shared identity. Americans live with the energy of the protagonist, optimistic and hopeful. Meanwhile, the British admit they often wake up feeling exhausted and waiting for something bad to happen. America is not dying, it's simply operating on an energy frequency that those who sit at home watching the news can never pick up. Now, instead of scathing analyses, what's flooding TikTok and YouTube is a wave of videos with the title, "Sorry America."
Americans, I need to apologise to you. Before I came to this country, I believed everything negative I saw in the news. I saw things about how everyone was rude, how everyone tried to rip you off, and how people just genuinely don't get on. I have now been here over 2 weeks, and I can confirm that that is not the truth. Everyone has been so friendly to me. Everyone wants to talk to me, everyone's been giving me advice about my trip, and just genuinely being so helpful. American hospitality is definitely a real thing, guys, and I'm all here for it.
If a waitress calls you sweetheart, would you blush with embarrassment or tip a $100 bill instead? In true American style? Between the aristocratic coolness of London and the hot hospitality of Texas, where is the place where you truly feel like you're living? Clearly, the Americans won the first round in terms of human numbers. They weren't rude, they were just too busy to be true to their feelings. But don't be too moved by the people. because it's the architectural and technological sanctuaries they build in the next installment that will truly amaze you with their grandeur. If you sit in London or Paris and listen to the media tell stories, you'll believe that America is a post-apocalyptic wasteland. They painted a picture of a collapsing nation where crime was rampant and infrastructure was dilapidated. But when thousands of Europeans landed in Texas or Georgia, the graveyard of their imagination suddenly transformed into a civilization operating on a scale that the rest of the world simply couldn't comprehend. Look at this fact. While Qatar or Russia have to burn tens of billions of dollars to build new stadiums for the World Cup, Americans just look around and ask, will our existing billion-dollar cathedrals be usable? And the answer is, not only are they usable, they also flap every stereotype about decay in the face. Europeans were truly shocked to learn that even university stadiums can accommodate between 80,000 and over 100,000 spectators on a typical Thursday.
Best World Cup stadium in the US. Check this out. Olympics, right over there. The sound. Let me come over to you and wait for that view. We got the stadium. Let's go. Where we're going. What a backdrop. Come on.
It can get 35 degrees Celsius outside, but once inside, their air conditioning system is so powerful, it could freeze a mammoth. It's like watching football in a giant, air-conditioned movie theater, not a regular stadium. Upon leaving the stadium, the next shock was the road system. In Texas, roads as wide as 26 lanes leave Japanese and European tourists speechless with amazement. You heard that right, 26 lanes. The parking lots here are so huge that the British liken them to the size of a small country.
Katy Freeway I-10, the biggest, widest road in the world.
Driving along those highways are giant trucks, pickup trucks, which make Europe's small cars look like children's toys. And behold, even the smallest details look exactly like something straight out of a Hollywood movie. The distinctive mailboxes at doorsteps, fire hydrants on every street corner, and sprawling garden mansions instead of the cramped, matchbox-like houses of England. Contrary to news reports of filth and chaos, tourists found the cities hosting the World Cup to be incredibly tidy and clean. America is simply too big, too powerful, and too modern for souls accustomed to cramped spaces to tolerate immediately. Would you dare to drive on a 1-2-lane road without breaking a sweat? Or would you be reminded of the narrow, winding streets of your hometown? If stadiums in America were sanctuaries, would you want to go to church service every weekend to enjoy that mammoth freezing air conditioning? This magnificent infrastructure is just the outer framework. The insane excess lies within the retail empires you're about to enter, where even a box of eggs might make you rethink the concept of shopping. Welcome to Walmart, often referred to by Europeans as the Eiffel Tower of retail. Forget about the cramped, quiet department stores in Paris or Berlin. Here, you'll find yourself facing a long, winding corridor filled only with grains, packaged in glowing colors, as if they came from the future. The real shock only came when you looked at the price list. 60 eggs for a mere $7. That's enough to make any European housewife tightening her belt freeze.
Oh, this is paradise right here. Man, God. I want to buy orange. Oh, yeah. Here we are. The milk. $7 for 60 eggs. I don't know about the quality of these eggs, but for the price, I'll buy them every day.
If Walmart is a slap in the face, then Costco is a forgotten Atlantis that the French have just unearthed. They were completely crushed by the American business philosophy. Everything has to be huge.
So we are currently at the museum Costco. Oh, some lovely food over here. Is that the new stadium?
The wholesale packages, the sauce containers were the size of buckets, and the trays of meat were enough to feed an entire regiment. Witnessing this horrific scale, many tourists exclaimed that they wanted to revolutionize and immediately brought this entire Costco model back to France. But the pinnacle of madness must be called Buc-ee's, dubbed the eighth wonder of the retail world. Calling this a rest stop or a gas station is an insult, because why would a rest stop be so big as to contain an entire city inside like this? With over 100 continuously operating gas pumps and a toilet system considered among the cleanest on the planet, Buc-ee's resembles a more recreational sanctuary. You come in here to refuel, but then come out with a hot, smoked brisket, some handmade fudge, and a set of clothes, and household items. Furthermore, the British were completely devastated at Harris Teeter when they discovered a shocking truth. There was an entire pub and bar standing prominently in